because it's hot as hell. So we try to shoot for at least 30 minutes. But yeah, once again, these Mexicans and white people, they be laying on the ground. They be laying on that grass like a motherfucker, boy. They don't. It be 80 degrees, 70 degrees. They don't be on that grass. It be 90. I don't know what it is. I don't be. They be talking. That's why you be seeing shit on the internet when like people be going camping and shit, especially white people be going camping and shit. They be having centipedes in their ears and shit like that. That's why you be seeing that shit. And niggas got their shirts off and shit. These niggas laying on the grass, all types of shit. Come on. Come on, let's go this way. That shit be crazy to me. Like, y'all air conditioning, bro? Stop. But yeah. He be trying to do it even. He think he be wanting to. No, I'm not going over there. So walk in a straight line, playboy. No. He be thinking he be wanting to do what the fuck he want to do. Absolutely not. But yeah, let's get to it, because I ain't gonna be out here long. So there's a rumor going out there that Shakur Stevenson and Cordina gonna be on pay-per-view, and they gonna split the card up. So the good news about it is that Bivol and Beterbiev is gonna be on ESPN Plus. So it's going to the co-main event, and they gonna put Cordina and Shakur Stevenson as the main event on the Zone pay-per-view. So you gotta understand that Beterbiev is with ESPN too, or ESPN. So to me, it ended up actually being a good deal for boxing fans. But I just continue to tell y'all, be quiet. Be quiet. So it ended up being a really good deal for boxing fans, to be honest, because all you got to do is have ESPN Plus to get Bivol and Beterbiev. So, honestly, that should be on regular ESPN. That'd be the best card they had on there. But you got to remember, it's Saturday. And football gonna be on. So the time slot, October 12th. College football season gonna be in full swing. So that's why I suggested the ESPN Plus. And then you gotta remember, there's gonna be 1,000 out of market football games on ESPN Plus. So when you start talking about like the HBCU football games, they had a really good one on ABC. Norfolk State was taking on FAMU. I damn near watched that whole game. I ain't even move. I couldn't move. My girl was sleeping on my lap. I couldn't move, but shit, I didn't want to move or change the channel. I watched the commercials and everything. So that was a really good game. Miles, that was a really good game. So they was balling out there. FAMU quarterback was doing that thing. I didn't know they joined the SWAC neither. So shout out to them for joining the SWAC. But Norfolk State, they were solid too, man. They stopped running the ball, but it was a good game. So shout out to Georgia Tech too for beating Florida State. I called that one. Yeah, Florida State ain't back. How about that? Florida State ain't back. This ain't the 90s. No. But nonetheless, so that's crazy to me that they want you to play for Shakur Stevenson. So I don't know what the ticket is for the pay-per-view. So the undercard is atrocious. I don't even want to see Ben Winokur. And they going to make you pay for the one fight that don't nobody want to see. Like, who is the... Miles. Oh, man, he's getting on my nerves again. Miles! Get your ass back over here. Miles! He about to get choked. He be trying to do whatever he be wanting to do. Get your ass over here. Sit. Let's have a conversation real quick. Sit, we're gonna have this conversation. What was you doing? Huh? I don't want to hear attitude. The people want to know what you was doing. You was running away. We don't want to hear the attitude. Go. Go. Sorry, we had to have that conversation because he doing what the hell he want to do. But it's hot as hell. Only people outside is Mexicans with their shirts off. And people that enjoy this heat for real. But it's a lot of shade over here though, low key. This ain't where I want to be, but yeah, it is what it is. This is where I take them. Y'all see me streaming in the morning. This is usually where we be going. But yeah, so Shakur Stevenson, because he put ninjas to sleep, the Sleeper Rican. I don't want to be FBA. I want to be Puerto Rican. It's gonna be the main event on the Zone pay-per-view. Man, that pay-per-view ain't gonna sell 1,000. I pay y'all not to order that shit. Yup, I'm hating on them. Like, who gonna watch Joe? Like, if they was gonna put that on pay-per-view, then they should have just went to go have Turkey Al Sheik just buy Tank. Oh my God, this guy. He should have just had him go buy Tank. They couldn't find a better opponent. Who else out there? They could have paid Tia Female. They could have paid Tia Female Lopez. Nah, he ain't fighting Shakur. But damn, they made Shakur and Joe Cordina. Miles. Oh my God, dog. This nigga's getting on my nerves today, bro. I literally just got home. He's getting on my last nerve. Come here. Come on. Ugh. Y'all wanna know why a nigga ain't got kids? This why. It's enough for me, bro. But yeah, so I don't know how much they gonna charge you for sleeping, son. You know, Shakur Puerto Rican, son. So I don't know what the ticket gonna be, but he supposed to be the main event. To me, I hope it's a bad rumor. I hope it's a bad rumor, to be honest. But that's the rumor that Stevenson and Cordina the main event, and Bivol and Beterbiev gonna be on ESPN Plus. So that's crazy. You think I'm about to stop my day, spend $80? Let's say they reduce it to 50. I don't know. And I'm gonna stop watching Michigan play to spend $80 to watch Shakur Stevenson. Somebody that want to be Puerto Rican and don't want to be with the brother that said fuck the fans. Man, but then again, I done seen funnier shit happen. We seen Berlanga leave Top Rank and get the Canelo fight. So I'm telling y'all, boxing is dead, bro. Boxing is DAED. It dead backwards, my nigga. Boxing is done. It's a cooked. It's like when you cook your frag on Call of Duty. It's over with. I don't want to be a player no more. You got Floyd Mayweather who don't want to get a torture. Then you got Shakur texting Floyd Mayweather posting, "Oh, you still the GOAT champ?" Man, stop lying to niggas, dog. Sit and stay. You can stop lying to these niggas, man. It's bad enough y'all lying to these ugly hoes, telling them they look good and shit. Now y'all lying to these niggas. Oh man, you the GOAT. You still got it, champ. Versus John Gotti the third. That prove I still got it. You out your rabbit ass mind. Yeah, champ, you still got it. Yeah, we gonna get some money together one day. When Al give me my back ends, we gonna get some money together. When Al give me my money, hell yeah. But Cordina Stevenson being the main event, and then Cordina just came off a knockout loss. Man, ring the bell for boxing. Ring the Undertaker bell. I wish I had the sound effects. 21 gun salute. I got 22s on my coupe. Nigga, I do this shit. That's crazy, bruh. Y'all hear that? Beterbiev and Bivol, probably the best fights you can make in boxing if you take away the names and action pack and the action you gonna get. Come on, and everything you gonna get as far as punches, output. It's damn near, if anything close to being a guarantee to deliver outside of Beterbiev age, is this fight. That's wild, bro. When I read that shit, boy, Rashid, salute. When I read that shit, man, I was like, no way Shakur and Cordina the main event. Even the main event on ESPN Plus will be a slap. So Bivol and Beterbiev got to take a back seat to that shit. Like, man, Them motherfuckers in Riyadh gonna get up and leave after Beterbiev and Bivol when they watch Cordina and Shakur Stevenson. Like, I'm not even gonna stay and watch that shit. I'm gonna go live at the Beterbiev and Bivol if I can, if I'm available. That's like, if I'm Bivol and Beterbiev, I gotta feel a certain amount of disrespect. It gotta be a certain amount of disrespect you gotta feel. Come on. It gotta be a certain amount of disrespect you gotta feel where I gotta take a back seat to two small guys. One guy come off a knockout. They fighting for a belt. Cordina just lost at a previous weight class, and now he coming up and fighting for a belt. Hell no, I won't go. I ain't coming out the dressing room. I ain't about to be the co-main event to them suckers at all. I ain't about to bow down to them. They out there rabbit ass mind. And this is boxing for you. You take a great fight like Beterbiev and Bivol, and y'all wait to put, and I understand the fight got pushed back, but then y'all wait to put this fight on at the worst possible time in October, and ain't nobody in America gonna care about this fight. I told y'all, motherfuckers got homecoming, people got college football, NFL in full swing. You know what I'm saying? You know, people going to the cider mill, people going to amusement parks for Halloween, people going to the movie theaters, they going out to eat before it get too cold. Like the fall, like as you get older, it becomes your favorite season. Because as you get older, most Americans don't like the heat. Look how weak this summer was. This summer was weak as hell. You got chicks saying, I should have kept the baby, it was so weak. I told y'all, the summer been weak. You know what I'm saying? The fall is where it's at. Come on. This nigga, man. That's where it's at. But to sit here and say you gotta take a back seat to that, bro, I wouldn't even fight, bro. I say call this shit off. I want to bump up and pay, and I want to be the main event. So they saying Stevenson name is gonna do a better pay-per-view. Like, it's just like what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing. The biggest mistake he making is making all this shit on pay-per-view. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. Like, you better off just having quality over quantity. If your quantity gonna be, everything is gonna be on pay-per-view, everything gonna be on pay-per-view. Look here, I say this: just do two or three big shows a year. That's what I would say. Do 2 or 3 big shows a year. That would be my remedy. Do 2 or 3 big shows a year. That's it. Do 2 or 3 big shows a year. 2 or 3 shows that everybody want to see. You better off doing that. Like, he done made every adjustment so far, but put shit where people can see it. His first adjustment was, okay, I'm going to put these big fights on in the Middle East. Then people were saying, like, oh, man, nobody want to be watching boxing at 5 o'clock. Okay, he said, I'll come to America, bet. But you still got to pay to play. And then the fights that he putting on, they okay fights. But they not the ones you really want to see. And then when he gave you a fight that people semi wanted to see in Usyk and Fury, you had to pay for that shit. Like, man, if you gonna come in and you still gonna make the fights below what we want to see, he ain't made one fucking fight that we want to see in America. Not one. And he ain't been around long. But we still gotta pay. We gotta pay. All right, think about this. I gotta pay the same price to see Crawford and Madrimov as I gotta see Crawford and Canelo. You see what I'm saying? I gotta pay the same price to see Fury and Usyk, you know, that I want to see David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Miles. Come on, man. God damn, Miles. Stop. Oh, come here, man. Come here, man. Come here, dog. I don't know what you want today, bro. Come here. When I had a bike, we was riding it. You ain't want to ride on the bike. Come on, man. He was just trying to chase somebody on the bike. He didn't even hear me because he had his headphones on. I had a bike. He didn't want to ride it. He didn't want to ride on there. I gave it away. Had a nice bike I bought from the crackhead. Tank Duck and Canelo can't make people. Well, shit, if you can't make the fights that people want to see, and the fights that you making, you can't make them where the sport can grow, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. He need to get the fuck out of boxing then. Just let it die. Like, if I was him, if I can't make these fights on TV where people can see him, or if I can't make the extremely big fights, I'm done. I don't want to. The only people I would work with is the fights like Brian Norman Jr., Boots, um, guys that's like younger guys that actually want to fight. I would just start building the future of tomorrow. They say when you want to like really shape the society, you want to shape a society, the number one you think you go to the youth. Like, use this for example. I know y'all don't care about this, but let's talk about baseball, right? And they say, well, okay, what's the plan to get more black people involved in baseball and more black people interested in baseball? You just don't say, let's go out there and just, take somebody like Caitlin Clark and let's just pick a black baseball player and get the media hype around him like Caitlin Clark. No, it got to be validity. But if you want to shift the culture to supporting something, you got to do it through the youth. The youth bring the parents. The youth say, "Mommy, mommy, or daddy, daddy, I want to box. I want to box. I want to box." So now they say, "Okay, let's look into it. See if we could safely do it." He do it. They say he gonna stick with it. If you do it, you ain't gonna quit. He do it. Now the parents taking their kids to boxing. Now they tell the parents, "Well, yeah, Johnny likes boxing. See if Timmy likes it." All of a sudden, now you got a whole family supporting them with boxing. And now the youth like boxing, so they telling their friends about boxing. That's how you grow something. That's how you change the society. You can't really save, you really can't save a dead tree, but you can plant a new one. You can plant a new one. You can plant a new one. And you can nourish that tree and make sure it grow big and strong. No digging. So for him, he should just start off with the prospects. He should start off with the prospects. Get a TV deal with TNT, get a TV deal on ABC or something like that, or Fox, and just, make your own homegrown talent. Work with all prospects, all young fighters, Richard Torres's, all these young fighters before their heads get blown up, and I just let the rest of them motherfuckers, them other dudes, rot. Dudes like Shakur Stevenson, they would have to get it out the mud. Dudes like Canelo, they would have to get it out the mud. I wouldn't work with none of them dudes. I wouldn't overpay a Fury no more. I wouldn't overpay a Usyk no more. I wouldn't overpay none of them. I would just start off with all young guys. Jaleel Hackett, what's his name? Abdullah Mason. I'll start off with all guys like that. Brian Norman, Jerron Ennis. I'll start off building them guys up. You know what I'm saying? I start off doing that because what he doing now, it's not. It's a means to an end. It's not gonna end well. It's a means to an end. It's not gonna end well. Trust me. So his remedy, what he doing right now, especially they, I think, rabbit ass mind to make Shakur Stevenson and Joe Cordina the main event. Like, come on, man. Really, dude. If you have $80 to watch paint dry, spend $80 on Shakur Stevenson and Joe Cordina, or whatever the ticket gonna be if this true, or watch paint dry. Let me watch the paint dry. I'm watch the paint dry. Absolutely not. That $80 can get you a fifth of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the money, you know what I'm saying? It was like the rest of the what? $45. Then you go buy a hood rat, bro. You can go buy. I seen a nigga on Instagram get a bitch at the gas station with a chicken wing. He hung a chicken wing out the window. He said, "I got some chicken," and she came. You can go buy a 12-piece, and you can get you a nice little bitch at the gas station. I remember I was at the gas station one day, bro, and this young girl, I was in the hood, she was pumping her gas, like right next to my shit. She was pumping my gas. So this old nigga came up and tried to hit on her and shit. She was like, "No, I'm good." And he was like, "You sure? You sure?" He had the whole Albie shortcut and shit. The old ass Jerry curl from back in the day, nigga. She was like, "Niggas is so weird." She was all in my face trying to talk to me and shit. I was like, I ain't want to get the number. Then she shoot me down. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." She wanted me to get the number too. Nice little tight body little black chick. She ain't ever heard none of nothing. That nigga still didn't give a fuck. Pops was trying to get his 2 pump special on. But yeah, I'm not I'm man, hell no. I'd rather watch Alabama play Northern Alabama. But if it's true, if I'm Beterbiev than them, I feel a level of disrespect. I feel a level of disrespect that I gotta be the co-feature to them, but it's free. Oh well, it's on ESPN Plus. So Bivol and Beterbiev, if you just coming in, is rumors out there that they gonna be on ESPN Plus, and that Stevenson and Cordina is gonna be the main event on pay-per-view, on the Zone pay-per-view. So they chopping up the card. Come on. So they chopping up the card. So Cordina and Stevenson the main event. So they must have paid Stevenson some hella fire money. So that's crazy. His first pay-per-view gonna sell like $100 pay-per-view. I don't even think niggas in Jersey gonna buy that shit. Like, where do they get the mindset that, oh, this go on pay? They throwing everything on pay-per-view. And I said this about a year or two ago. The boxing is just gonna go straight pay-per-view. You're gonna be paying pay per card. You're gonna be paying per card. Ain't gonna be no more channels. You're gonna be buying everything like Fight TV. You know what I'm saying? Boxing killing itself. We thought Val Heyman put some bad pay-per-views like Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz. We thought he put together some bad pay-per-views. Bullshit. That motherfucker Turkey out of Sheik in the Zone said, hold my fucking Corona. Hold my Corona. They said, hold my Corona, AJ. This is a horrible idea. But like I said, if y'all just coming in, hold on, Miles. Like I said before y'all just came in, no diddy. The problem is they can't put Bivol and Beterbiev on regular ESPN because it's college football season. So, yeah. Come on. Yeah, they can't put that on regular ESPN. So, yup. Nope, they can't put that on regular ESPN. Because college football is going to be on. I think they just bought the SEC too on ABC, ESPN Family and Networks. So, they can't do that. They can't do that. So, yeah. Yep. It is what it is. It's boxing for you. He said Beterbiev deserve to be the man. That's crazy, bro. But it's gonna be to secure Stevenson is a pay, like not Zapata. Like I wouldn't Zapata. Come here. Zapata shouldn't even be the main event. Even if he fought Shakur Stevenson, that ain't pay-per-view worthy. Come here. Come on. No. Come on. That shouldn't even be the main event. Miles, come here, bro. Stop playing with me. Come on. That shouldn't even be the main event. Come on. No. Come on, man. No. Come on. Like Shakur had to fight Tank or T.O. Shit, get Keyshawn Davis. They said they fight each other. Shit. They might sell 200 pay-per-view. But him and old buddy, man, them niggas ain't gonna sell 1,000. Cordina, maybe it's gonna be the Zone pay-per-view in the UK. But I don't know, man. Boxing is shooting itself in the foot. You thought Turkey Out Sheik was gonna make it better? This motherfucker said, let me add 5 more pay-per-view events to your calendar year. And I could have lived. Look, I like Fury and Usyk. That was a good fight. And that was very worth the card. But in America, they don't move the needle. This nigga just say, come on, let me just add to y'all pay-per-view budget a bunch of fights that we can live without. And it ain't his fault, but he ain't made one fight that say, damn, he ain't made one fight we want to see yet. And like I said, it's premature. So he shoot layups, but goddamn, you gonna tax us 100, 165. You ain't no different from that mook over there with Tank. And then Tank and Rayo gonna be another $90. Like, man, that's why I say I'm gonna stop speaking this shit, because it ain't worth it at the end of the day. These niggas don't move the needle. They don't move the needle at all. And then they gonna come in December with Spencer Fondor, $100. And they gonna throw some razzle dazzle on there, some of them Dunkaroo frosting on there with Pacquiao and Mario Sario Barrios, respectfully. But this boxing, you think it's getting better? Oh, they find a way to make it worse. They find a way to make it worse. You think it's getting better? You think we elevating around this motherfucker? Double tap the screen like that. You think we elevating? Higher, in my Teddy Pendergrass voice. You think we going higher? Bullshit. They bring more money into the sport. They tax your ass even more. That's like, oh shit, during the pandemic, they paying us $20, $15, $20 to do a bullshit ass job, or our wages jump by $5, $6, $7. Man, here come inflation. Everything jump up higher. You know what I'm saying? And that's boxing. Oh man, we got Turkey Al-Sheik in here. He got some money. All of a sudden, niggas don't care about money. Oh man, send me 2 Ferraris. Oh, I want 150. I want 200 million. I told y'all this shit wasn't about the money. These niggas is feminine, bro. You know, they are women. The women in America and around the world talking about, you know, toxic masculinity. Okay, dudes became more feminine. I just, you know, it'd be nice to say I really started to peep. This is a bunch of feminine ass niggas out here, a feminine men out here, bro. A bunch of them. It's a bunch of feminine men. Like, you don't know if they gay or they just got feminine traits. But there's a bunch of them dudes out here, man. You know how many times I see a lot of these dudes make their girl pump the gas, bro? And they sit in the car? It's crazy. A lot of these niggas sassy and zesty, but you gotta remember too, that's what women want. These women prefer, they say, you know, what them girls are saying on that video, where they talking about they don't need men. No, we need gay men, but we don't need the other man. I'm like, so are y'all surprised that the majority of these women, like I'm the one that put y'all hip that they be sleeping with their gay best friends? I told y'all that. I was the one that brought that on the internet because I know about it. Because you talk to women, you will know about this shit. They be sleeping with the gay best friends too. They sleep with their best friends too. So ain't too many more masculine. They just shamed everybody to be masculine. All these dudes scared to be masculine because these women say don't be masculine. And these women raising these dudes to be, you know, feminine, being female wise or feminine. You see it every day. You getting shamed for being masculine. You getting shamed for talking like a man. And it's a bunch of femininity going on, if that's a word, in this sport of boxing. That man say, well, I'll pay you what you want. Oh, I want 200 million. I want 150 million. I want this. And he done came in with the money, and everybody basically said, I don't want that money. I want to keep ducking and dodging. Y'all kept telling me, marinate. Oh, it's about the money. And they need to pay them, and they worth this. These niggas ain't worth what they get now. I guarantee you open up the books, Canelo ain't worth what he getting right now. And I guarantee you another thing. If they audit these promoters and these books, these promoters stealing from these fighters. I could bet you a pretty penny on that. They finessing the whole game. When Tim Bradley did that interview with Coach Malachi, when he told them how they know how many pay-per-views, he said, well, we only can go by what they tell us. You nigga better open up them books. That's why they got offended at Crawford. That's why they on Crawford head like that. And they writing these disparaging articles and making these videos about him, and they trying to stop the people that's telling the truth about him. Excuse me, sir. Sit. Excuse me. Sit. Thank you. Come on. Let's go. That's why they're making them disparaging comments about him and stuff, because he don't let them treat them no type of way when it comes to that getting that money. When that business, he want to make sure everything right. Tim Bradley said, they just tell us how much we did. So they just tell you, okay, you sold 100,000 pay-per-view, but you really sold 500,000. They stealing from them niggas, though. I'll tell you that right now. Boxers, the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Miles, come on. Miles. Boxers, the dumbest motherfuckers on the. If they just telling y'all what y'all did, how many numbers y'all did, and they telling y'all, and they just telling y'all, and y'all ain't seeing no visual proof. Why would I even be honest with you from the get go? You know what they doing with the manager? They paying the manager a couple dollars. They paying him a couple dollars. All right, just tell him we did this and you seen the books. He go 10, 20, 30 extra grand. And them niggas making stealing millions from y'all niggas, bro. A lot of these niggas got managers that's provided by the promoter. Dummies. And they making side deals on your ass. I had a homie that was trying to buy a patch on, I ain't gonna say the fighter's name, on his trunks and shit. And the promoter, like, not the promoter, the manager told him like a price. I think it was like 10,000. But I think the actual going price for this fighter trunk was 5 racks. So he was gonna pocket like 5 racks, and the fighter didn't even know. He was gonna get a fighter to 5, and then he was gonna pocket the 5. So you think if he gonna cut a deal with my homie like that, you think they ain't cutting deals with these promoters and shit? Absolutely. They fucking these fighters raw with no Vaseline. These niggas is dumb, bro. And Bill Haney is smart because he got a business mind. Come here, man. Bill Haney smart and Terrence smart. That's why they get a lot of hate. I got a video coming talking about that eventually. I told y'all, man. These niggas is dumb. They dumb. And they even, like I said before, Turkey Al-Sheikh, all he did was just add more pay-per-view fights. That's all he did that niggas don't want to see. But the one positive thing they did is Bivol and Beterbiev is going to be on ESPN Plus. And it would be on ESPN if they didn't have to do it on during college football season. They just don't have the time slot for it. Especially with them adding the SEC. So, you know, but yeah, for those who didn't know. But originally, I believe this whole card was supposed to be on pay-per-view. So originally, this whole card was supposed to be on pay-per-view. And they easily, this guy, come on, man, let's go. I'm ready to go in the house. This dude irritated my soul today. Come on, man. It's 1,000 mosquitoes in the sky. But, yeah, originally, I think the whole card was supposed to be on pay-per-view. So, it's a positive that came out of it. The positive was we get beef on ESPN Plus. Most of y'all was gonna stream it anyway. Can't blame you. But, you know, he just added more to the boxing budget. He said Shakur should not be the headline. Headline or nothing. He shouldn't even be on Undisputed. If you play with him on Undisputed, it should be like you have to be the undercard. You shouldn't be. That nigga one of the worst boxers I ever seen in my life. That nigga scared to get hit. I thought Keith Thurman was scared to get hit. But Keith sit in there. He showed Ross Pacquiao that Keith sit in there. That nigga be running like a motherfucker. Remember Derrick James told Terrence Crawford mama, don't bring your dancing shoes that night. That nigga Shakur bought his Hokas. He bought his iClouds. He bought his Brooks running shoes. I don't want to see that Buster fight. Or if I'm crippin', that cluster fight. He said, he said, Shakur made Mayweather look like a brawler. Yeah. But when Mayweather was his age, he was throwing hands. For sure. He was throwing hands, foot, and toes. But they kind of worked out for everybody, though. We get a free fight. Well, I almost said free fight. You get an ESPN Plus fight. And, you know, and then the fight that you don't want to see on pay-per-view. So if that's true and that's how they going to split it, maybe they just put a rumor out there to see how fans was going to react. Maybe Shakur was like, I ain't fighting on no ESPN Plus. I ain't going back to ESPN. You can't take me back to ESPN. Maybe he said that. So, maybe he said that. These Indian chicks be looking black for a minute until you walk up on them. They be dark. Most of them darker than me. by far. I ain't know they made Indians that dark. For real, till I moved out here. Hey, women be beautiful though. I give them that. Shakur is the only boxer in history who's supposed to be tough, but we haven't seen his chin test. Yeah, every time he get hit, he run. He talk all spicy and shit. He talk like he about to mix it up. That nigga about to mix the ingredients to some 7-Up pound cake together. This dude tired. Hope he go right to sleep. But yeah, I couldn't believe when I read that. But I definitely gonna tune in for Beterbiev and Bivol. There's a lot of people riding with Bivol, you know. So we'll see what happens. Apparently, if Bivol win, then we get him versus Canelo. Like Canelo gonna steal that fight from David Beterbiev. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Told y'all Canelo a buster. That nigga's a buster. But I don't know why the trash so high. Did we have a holiday? Shit, trash hot in the motherfucker. Like, all these trash cans filled up. Did they lose their contract with waste management? I don't know what the fuck that happened. Come on. Because all the trash filled up. The trash motherfuckers on strike. Every trash can I see filled up to the top. It's wild. Super duper wild. I ain't got no questions. I'll keep it moving. Man. But that's it. Peace, y'all.